Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
On the option, he'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Hamilton. Looking left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because
quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. They try to get it outside on the left. Inside the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Marshall quick to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps. pounding for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Marshall.
The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. The give to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the big fullback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Herd!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mims. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Hamilton. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. The pitch. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Kick is in the air. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and there he goes. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Marshall quick to the line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Oh, better look out! He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Using his legs, it's Harrell.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Now on the option. Now the toss. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
Coming out with, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Got enough space. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to punch it in. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Might be changing the route. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good foot.
Oh, he's got some space. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Picks up the 1st down. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
It'll be 3rd and long. Calls his own number. Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Let's go. The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up a huge gain. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Army!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Marshall, 21, Army, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll run the option. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Herd! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. And stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Here comes the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. To throw, it's Hamilton. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what to catch a big fella.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Throwing right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fullback's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
On the run, it's Robertson. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hamilton. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Black Knights looking to convert on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a grab past the marker. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Toss to the outside. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Bust through behind his pad. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
For modern offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Oh, what a cut! How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. From the gun. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the back. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
35, Army, 23.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mipp, and he pumps it up inside the 20. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Marshall!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Mims. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. Using the quick game. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Black Knights will punt this one away.
Number 15, odds and punts it away.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
Will take over. First and 10.
Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Marshall, 42, Army, 23.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock. behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Robertson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Black Knights will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Finds his tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll send the back in motion. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. At the 35, he's open. It's a run. Touchdown, Herd! And the pummeling has started.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Punt returns are always exciting. It seems like you're always holding your breath. When you make the guy miss, he's going to be a big hit. Nice return. He almost gets all the way to the end zone. You can tell
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point.
56, Army, 23.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Reading the option, it's Hamilton. Breaks into the open. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the shot. Turn, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Got some room to run.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Let's go. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's got it on the move. Tight end trying to get in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Now the toss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Grabbed over the middle. It's Skinner. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The option look. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again. You got to pass those tests.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Pulls it in. It's Mims. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Got his man. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Looking for a gap. It's Slater. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Marshall! Great job by the back on the option. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Smashes ahead. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Black Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
They're working that left side, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Goes to the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Marshall quick to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! Quick strike through the air for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Skinner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's got him. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. To the air on first down. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. Here's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hamilton. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive.
Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Looking downfield, it's Hamilton. Gets it to him on the screen. Hard running there. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack.
He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.